Hello everybody, come back again in Top 5. Today I will tell you 5 best supernatural horror movie. Let's check it out. Number 1, The Others. Initially all went normal until one day Grace sensed an oddity to Anna, her beautiful daughter who befriended a little boy named Victor. In fact, there is no name Victor among them in the house. Since then, Grace has begun to experience the odd phenomena that arise in her home. Grace sensed the presence of other inhabitants who had no eyes and they were all disturbed. So who are Victor and the other inhabitants of Grace's big house? The ghost on the Western horror movie of this little boy is not presented with a large and sinister figure common to similar themed movies, but rather humanist but without ignoring the element of tension. One thing that makes The Others get into the list of horror movies terroram all the time is because the story is so close to real life, where every house there must be other residents other than us. Number 2, Insidious. If until this moment you have not seen Insidious, then you should know that Insidious wants to invite you to adventure with a family headed by Josh Lambert with his wife, Rena, who has a son named Dalton who recently moved into a new house. In the house, there were many strange things like falling books, moving boxes, and strange noises from baby monitors. Until one day, Dalton did not wake up from his sleep for 3 months. Got treated to the hospital and then Dalton was brought back home to undergo treatment. To ease the fear that continues to follow, eventually Josh and Rena decide to move into a new home. The problem is, the mysterious things that happen in the house is not from the house, but from one of Josh's family members. Who is it? Western horror film family headed by James Wan is cultivated with quite intelligent by him. If in other horror films only centered on an annoying ghost, then Insidious also shows other realms inhabited by tormented souls without doing anything. In addition, in some Insidious scenes will make your heart beat faster for a while before made stop with something surprising. Number 3, The Exorcist. As the title suggests, The Exorcist also tells of exorcism or exorcism ritual aimed at the demon-possessed girl. As a long-standing trance horror film, The Exorcist clearly features vague actresses in your ears, like Ellen Burstyn, Linda Blair, Max von Sydow, Jason Miller, and a few more. In fact, the story of The Exorcist, or the novel that was his adaptation, was inspired by a practice of exorcism in 1949 that was done to a 14-year-old boy. Many people refer to The Exorcist as a classic Western horror movie about the demonic snake because it centers on the possessed child. In addition to The Exorcist, in fact another serial-shaped film that also displays demon children such as The Omen and Rosemary's Baby is famous for it. The Exorcist is also regarded as the best-selling Western horror film for reaching a massive profit of $402.5 million when it is screened worldwide. In addition, The Exorcist also went into the 10 nominations of the 1974 Oscars, 2 of which, the Best Sound and Best Adapted Screenplay, were won. At the time of its release, The Exorcist also received a ban on the individual cities and several other countries for various reasons, such as too frightening and religious. It also makes The Exorcist one of the coolest Western horror movies of controversy. Number 4, The Ring. Sadako ghost figure must have been familiar to you. The ghost that came out of the television screen was then attracted the attention of Gore Verbinski to Hollywood, the ghost that had been roaming in the Ringo of Japan by the name of Samura. After watching a tape containing the annoying random image, then anyone who watches it rumored will die within 7 days. Of course, if you look at the year of release, not many Hollywood filmmakers have such an idea. So from him, Gore is said to be quick to see the development of film on the world scene by ignoring the quality of the film industry in the country. Thanks to his shrewdness in adapting movies and novels that focus on the ghost terror, The Ring not only won a commercial success, but also rewarded with 7 awards in 2003. In fact, The Ring was also perched at the top of the United States box office. That proves that enthusiastic the public to see how frightening the ghost that comes out of the glass is enormous. Number 5. The Conjuring. 3 years after Insidious subsided, Hollywood again created the hype through The Conjuring, fronted by James Wan, by bringing in actors Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as actors playing as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Probably not many people know that The Conjuring is based on the true story experienced by Warren about his home on the farm site inhabited by other creatures. To help drive the evil spirit in the house, Warren asks for help from a paranormal couple named Ed and Lorraine. With all the capabilities that Ed and Lorraine are deploying, will the evil spirit of an old lady in the house be able to leave with pleasure? Before The Conjuring, there was another movie entitled The Amityville Horror, based on the story of Lorraine and Ed Warren. After being released in the United States, Canada, Britain, India, and other countries including Indonesia, The Conjuring continues the story through the sequel The Conjuring 2, which released June 10, 2016 ago. As a horror movie, The Conjuring turns out to have its own charm. This is evidenced by the many positive reviews from critics and viewers about the film. Not to mention its bombastic income of more than $194 million worldwide, The Conjuring also included as one of the best-selling Western horror movies of all time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.